So I've been thinking a lot about this verse, Deuteronomy 8:18, power to create wealth. And this is such an amazing verse. Deuteronomy 8:18, I'll just quote it for you. It says, and God is giving you the power to create wealth. And there's just some nuggets in here. So who is doing the creating? Who is doing the creating? You are. So God is not the creator of this wealth. You're the creator. And it's this idea that we're co-creators with God. He wants sons and daughters who co-create with him. And so God is giving you the power to create wealth. I think about, again, this first gift. I call it first gift. What is the first gift God gave to humankind? It is Deuteronomy 1, way back. He says, I give to you every seed of the field. And, if you plant a seed and you get 100-fold return, and then you plant 100 seeds, you get 100-fold return. Literally, in 7 years, you'll have 100 trillion seeds. That's the gift of God. And there's a perfect example of God giving you the power. What is the power? It's in the seed to create wealth. Who? It's the farmer who takes the seed and plants it, opens the soil, does the plowing, does the prep, does the harvest, does the irrigation, does all these things, right? So who's doing the creating? Well, we are. But who gave us the power? God did. So God's perfect plan and Deuteronomy 8:18 plan is he gives us the power, but we're the ones doing the work and the creation. We're creating or making wealth. And I love this idea that it's created. It's creating something that never existed. If you take a seed and you plant it and you have a harvest, that harvest literally is a act of creation. It's something that never existed before that you created. And that's the true source of wealth, is creation. We create something. And who is that like? Well, that's like God. And so God wants us to be co-creators with him who produce tremendous wealth. I also think there's a huge barrier in Christians as well, agreeing with wealth. I mean, there's some verses that are very negative on wealth. There's also some verses that are very positive. But God says, He said it's His desire, His joy to give wealth to His children, and He gives it without wishing any evil. And so He loves for His people to be wealthy. And I think about this promise in Deuteronomy 18 was actually given to the Jews. And the Jews, if you've studied anything about Jewish history, you'll know that Jews today, I believe, are around 0.2% of the world population, 0.2. They 25% of the world's Nobel laureates, Nobel Prize winners are Jewish. 0.2% of the population, 25% of the Nobel Prize winners. I think something like 60% of the banking jobs out there and the senior banking executives are Jewish. 60%. I think something like around between 50 and 60% of Hollywood executives are Jewish. And so these are the people who are doing wealth creation. Who? The ones who receive this promise. And it says He's giving you the power to create wealth in order to confirm the covenant with your forefathers. And He's talking about the Abrahamic covenant, where He says your children will be like the stars of the heavens, and so it's His promise. He wants us to be dominant in culture and in society, and wealth is a part of that equation, just like it is for the Jewish people. So He wants us to be wealthy as a people, and wealth without greed, and wealth without selfishness, which He can deal with. People are afraid of those things. I'm not. I know He's well able to deal with my heart and those things, and well able to bring correction. How many of you know He's well able to bring correction and can dry it up in a heartbeat and humble our little hearts? And it happened to me many times. And so I trust Him as the God of my heart to cleanse my heart as necessary to keep me a pure son of God, and I know he will with you too. So God is giving you the power to create wealth. Agree with wealth creation and go find your seed in your field and start working it.